Name and age.
I'm Amelia Lynn and I'm 18.
I'm Layla Tackett and I am 18.
I'm Bill Wade and I'm 18.
I'm Aislinn Roach and I'm 18.
I'm Connor Patterson and I'm 18.
I'm Taryn Theus, I'm 18.
Okay. When was the last time you ever wore a tie? Now, occasionally I wear a tie to conferences, banquets, church, sadly funerals, and other formal events / occasions. Now, recently or soon I will be attending our local FFA chapter's annual banquet. And at the end of every single official FFA gathering, the president will always say, as we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Now, this gives the ending of each meeting a strong and yet simple, distinguished message. Now, as an FFA member, I'm required to wear the official FFA dress. This includes black dress shoes, black dress pants, a white dress shirt, the blue corduroy FFA jacket, and maybe the most important and central piece, the blue FFA tie. The importance of looking professional cannot be overstated. An esteemed look is substantial for first impressions, career advancement, representation, and also confidence. Now, we will delve into one of the most important pieces of a professional attire, which is a tie. Now, before we even delve into tying our tie, we need to first choose which tie we want or suits us best. Now, here I have a striped or sort of a square pattern tie or a plain tie, or maybe perhaps you want a knitted tie. Now, you first need to look at the color scheme of your shirt. Whether it's a plain shirt, you can go with more of a complex tie, but if it's a more of a complex pattern shirt, you might want to resort to a simpler looking tie. Once you've chosen which tie, let's start with this black tie. You need to know, or you need to decide which knot you're going to tie. Now, there's a vast array of different tie knots out there, and today I'm going to show you 3. Now, a skinnier knot might show a little bit more simplistic and sleek look, while a fatter and wider tie might show a more confident and bold look. Now, the first knot we are going to tie is called the 4-in-hand knot, which is one of the simplest tie knots and how I tied a tie for many years. You're going to first start placing the long end on the right and the short end on your left side. You're going to place it around the 2 to 3 button, not including your top button down. You're going to take the long end, place it over the skinny end, all the way around and through the tie opening with your neck. You're going to then place it through the opening created by that loop. With that, you're going to get a very simple, very easy tie knot. Now, the next tie knot is very similar to the first one. It's called the Prince Albert knot. You're going to take it just as before. You're going to go around, then around again, through the opening, and back through the hole created by both loops. Now, we did not really do a super well job with our length in that one, but the objective of this tie knot is to give a little bit a wider knot than the first tie. The last one is called the Windsor and is my personal favorite. This one, you're going to give yourself a little bit more room because you're going to need a lot of length from your fatter end to tie this knot. So you're going to go over the top, through the opening, around the back, through the other opening, over the top, through the next space, and then through. Now we got the length about right. But don't be ashamed to adjust your tie, or kind of the final touches of your tie. Adjust it, or maybe retie it. Now, some other final touches that you can put on your tie is a tie chain. Now, tie chains or perhaps you want to do a tie clip. Now, these are just other ways to enhance your look and maybe give a little bit more fancier look to your attire. Or they might be a little bit more practical. Maybe you're going to be outside half the day and you don't want your tie flipping up and hitting you in the face. Now that we have chosen which tie not, and we know how to tie the tie and the finally touches, use that to your advantage. Make your look confident and distinguished, because a formal look can influence your personal and your professional success and growth. Thank you very much.